So I'm getting the rails on the main fuselage, and I made these rails and transom out of slats from an old pallet. I just cut 2-inch strips and glassed over them, and obviously this is a little bit thicker piece of 1x6, but little motor mount there. Starting to get a real rustic look to it. Obviously I'm not going for perfection. Looking for functionality. These wood rails will give me a place where I can screw in some eyelets here on the outside at the back corner and also on the inside. On the inside I'll hang some netting that I can store things in along the sides from front to back underneath the deck, and keeps things up off the floor, keeps things dry like my clothes and stuff like loaves of bread, whatever. And on the outside here, what I want is some eyelets on the far corners that I can connect a tarp or run some cordage through. And then on top, it also gives me a spot where I can install some cleats. Because one of the bigger problems I was running into with my last sailing canoe was I didn't have a way to tie off the main sheets and the jib sheet. And I found myself wrapping the sheets around my feet and pulling them around with my toes and trying to steer with my hands because I didn't have a rudder. I was using the paddle as a rudder, and so I had to use my hands to steer and my feet to control the sheets, and that's all going to change. I'm going to have cleats for the sheets and a rudder, and I'll use my hand to control the rudder or my feet, but like I would a regular sailboat. Anyway, yeah, I'm also considering putting a little 5-horse, maybe a Mercury or something on the back of here would be nice. I'll need to get it registered to do that. But yeah, the bow up there is going to have a deck on the front, so I didn't take the railing all the way forward. Back here I still got a few inches of railing to install, and I'm going to put this guy. I also had this problem on the top deck with the last unit where water would run off my tarps and hit this deck and then drain down into the hull. And so I'm going to put this little ledge here and glass over it, and it'll give me enough edge in the front, and I'll put another one have this one aft, so that water hits this deck, draining off the roof or tarps, and it'll drain down the sides and off the edge and back into the water rather than into my boat. So that's the plan with that, and it's starting to really come along. And there's my port and starboard nacelles. Just ordered some expanding foam, so I've decided those are going to get filled with closed cell foam, and I may just leave the backs of them open where I can install some bilge pumps or have an access port that I can just check for water that I can bail out when I get to a spot, just in case they ever do get a leak. But I think I may just close them in for now just to get the thing underway. I might just seal it all up and fill them with foam, just because I just That's just one more project. I just don't think it's really absolutely necessary until years down the road when they start getting worn out and maybe getting holes in them or whatever, grinding up on shore. And I can always just cut a hole in the back. I'll have the back of these pretty low. Like this is going to be the height of the top in the back here, and then it'll step up over there where it connects to the canoe. Will step up, and in the bow it steps up. But for the most part, all the way across it'll be this height, which is the same height as those 3-gallon jugs. So you can easily step on and off of it, climb in and out from the water. I want to be able to get in and out of it real easily, like when I take a swim or whatever. Or if I get another dog, I don't want the dog to have to worry about falling over and not being able to get back on board. So I'm going to make a series of steps going from here up to get back on the deck. And yes, I realize that'll allow wildlife to climb up out of the water onto the deck too, but that's just what I gotta have. It's what it is. Yeah. Anyway, let me go manage these dogs. Until next time, y'all have a great day.